somewhere that I can't find. So apologies. But cool. So, following the Goblin's trail, like you come across a large cave. It's in a hillside about 5 miles from where you guys were ambushed. There's a shallow stream that flows out of the cave mouth, and it's sort of screened by dense briar thickets. There's like a narrow, dry path that leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. So you can sort of see that on your map. You guys all see the map, right? Yep. And you should see line of sight. So you only can see what you can see, right? Keeping me honest here. Okay, cool. So here you are, and as you come up, the goblin's like.
So here we are. We're at the cave mouth, and there's my friends are in the cave mouth, but you're my friends. So do you want me to take you? I would love if you would. I would love to be healed. How did I get hurt? I fell. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm always falling. Dumb goblin I am.
So he's charmed, and the good news is I don't have to hear those voices that you guys are hearing. So, cool. So basically he's letting you know that there's some things ahead. So at this point, you get a sense for your surroundings. Do you have any questions for him? Decide if you guys want to heal him or what you want to do.
Oh no, I just we just came off the path and here we are at the opening. And all my friends are ahead. So do you want me to go get my friends? Oh no. I'm just happy to be here. But yeah, so how many friends do I have? There's anywhere from 10 to 15 of my friends at any given time inside of these caves. But I have two good friends that are just right around the corner. Should I go get my two friends?
So be very specific here. So do you want him to go get his friends to come back and meet you? Is there anything that he should tell his friends? Yeah, so you guys are not in combat yet. If you and like, to be frank, you've got a goblin that goes to these, that's in these caves. I will point out, since we don't play as often, that you guys have not asked to sort of sense what's around, investigate anything, look around. You're sort of in free roam mode at this point if you want to do any of that stuff. That'll be my one gentle reminder that you can do things like, do I hear or see anything weird? All right, so you guys want to do that? So I would say you're not really investigating anything, so I think this will be a perception check. You guys like when I do this, so I'm just going to go ahead and say all of you guys, and this will include Little Zippy and the characters you're going. So I'm going to request a roll. So you should have gotten a request for a roll. It should pop up on your screen. There it is. And it's a good thing that you figured it out, because you got the high roll. So about half of you, like especially Skylar. Skylar's like, I'm gonna crack this nut, and sort of puts his ear to the ground and gets some dirt in his ear, and he's smelling around like nothing. He gets nothing, right? Like he can sense like it's a stream, right? And there's a cave, and pretty much what he can see is what he knows. On the flip side of that, though, you have like Little Zippy, who can only communicate with Favia, and really on Favia and Nick and Noodle. You guys suss out a couple of more things. For one, you hear some rustling off to the right, right? So your perception says, this is likely your little charmed goblins buddies, right? Sounds like you hear a conversation between maybe two goblins. They honestly, they're not the brightest. They're not scheming. They seem kind of annoyed to even be there. They're not actually really paying attention, right? So, I mean, if you didn't have the goblin, you guys probably could have snuck right by them, and it wouldn't even have been a thing. But that said, unless you guys make a bunch of noise, they're not going to be attracted over. They may see you as you head into the cave mouth if that's the direction you go. It remains to be seen. But then you also have, your goblin buddy here to can sort of help you out. Yeah. So if you follow the stream ahead, So it's sort of you'll see ahead. You'll see a little waterfall. You can hear it. That is the cave mouth. That's to the right of that is a little path that leads in.
What do you mean by hanging out? There's always at least 2 goblins at the cave mouth, and those goblins, my friends. We want to make sure that no bad people come into our cave. It is terrible. Sometimes dwarves, they come protecting. We're protecting all of the stuff that we steal. We do. We have some traps. I don't know all the traps, but we have some traps. You saw some traps. I showed you some traps. On the way here, we saw some traps. And really, those 2 horses was a good trap. That was a clever trap. That was my idea.
Hey, Mark, it's a little hard to hear you. Am I the only one having a hard time?
No, it is kind of hard to hear him. And it was going to be hard for Alicia, and I'm still in goblin mode. Hold on a second.
And poor Alicia and David, I apologize. I forgot to unmute. I forgot to unmute the desktop. So you saw a bunch of lips moving, but haven't heard a thing until this very moment. Oh well, you haven't missed much. The party has literally not moved yet. So what were you asking, Stephen? Mark, you are a little soft, and there's a little echo. I'm guessing you and Christy are roughly in the same room, probably. Is one of you without headphones and one with headphones?
Yep, I've got headphones, so let me just close my door.
Yeah, you don't want to like be actual couples and do stuff together.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Gross.
So, and the other thing is, for anyone, I can, but if you could right-click over somebody's video, you can pull up their volume specifically. So if someone's too soft, you can also crank them up a little bit. But you are kind of hard to hear usually, Mark.
Yeah, I don't know that I can turn it up anymore.
Yeah, there's probably not. Is there not gain or anything on it?
It's all input volume maxed.
Yeah. So yeah, just right-click over Mark and just crank his volume. So like I have you at 146%.
Yeah.
So you are, and that 146 for me is roughly the right level.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Woodchuck
Well.
could chuck wood. Okay, so that's
So,
that.
all right, let's get back into this game. Let's get you guys moving around and doing stuff. All right, so it sounds like you want to do something with the 2 goblins, right?
Yeah, but now I feel guilty because of this dude.
Yeah, well, that's how it works, right? Like, he is near death. I mean, to be frank, you guys have been very nice to him because he's not dead like his friends.
Very nice to him after almost killing him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think it's safe to say Karen doesn't feel bad. So, yeah. Karen's ready to beat some people up.
Yeah, that's the Karen style.
We're gonna make him watch this thing, and we're gonna make the goblin watch.
Do you guys think we could have
Look
him
away. Look away.
Do you guys think we could have him call his friends to assist him since he's pretty beaten up looking? And then they have to come and cross the stream and then we could jump him?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm guessing we don't have any particular abilities to con these people or the goblins into thinking we're actual, legitimate, good, helpful friends of the charmed fellow.
I mean, I do have deception, and I'm dashingly good looking.
Yeah. And that is like, yeah, you have deception. You can deceive people. You can lie. Look, you can also just rationalize with them, right? Like they are with your friend and he's hurt, right? So, I'm not gonna, like, we've been playing for a couple of sessions. You guys are level 3s at this point, right? So I'm not gonna give too much away, but like, they're gonna probably wonder why their goblin's bleeding out, right? So do you have an answer for that? And is your goal to like stealth your way in or friend your way in or kill your way in? Like, there's many paths you can take.
What if we brought them out and then told them to scram? Because we do have them outnumbered, like 2 to 1, right? 3 to 1.
I don't trust them. I don't know. I mean,
Did you want to run that by your friend?
Weren't we? No, I'm not you. Him.
Let's just get rid of the 2 guards. Maybe
All right, let's just go.
have his friend lure him out. Ask for help.
Yeah. Okay.
We be as out of sight as we can be.
All right. So are you guys going to hide and bring him out, or like you all going to be together in a clump like this? Why don't you guys go ahead and move your, like, you have free. I'm going to unlock the token movement right now.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Where is that button? There we go. It should be unlocked. You should just be able to move your characters now. Don't go crazy and don't move them into the cave or around the, but just, yeah. Oh, it's still asking. Huh. Now try and move it. Now you should just be able to move them. And then, like, Goblin, Goblin's going to just sort of run ahead right here and just sort of be here.
Okay.
Whoever's controlling Nick and
He's so far back. Not a bird. He's right.
it doesn't seem like Fabi is on the actual map. Cyrus, Noodle, Fabia. Who's that?
Nick hasn't moved.
Nick hasn't moved, but who's this? There's a rogue character here.
Yeah, in the middle. I don't know.
Is that the one I tried to? Oh, it went
Yeah,
out.
I think you tried to create them accidentally. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was like, there seemed like there was more people. All right. So Little Zippy. So wait, hold on. Whoever's moving Little Zippy, you can't move him way over there. That was my only ask, was you don't move him around the bend. And then Nick. Who's controlling Nick?
I am.
Mark's given me some technical issues or assistance because
I'm sorry, I'm not surprised.
And crummy
He's
I can
always
move him
giving you
into-
technical issues.
assistance. Okay, well,
I'll move him. Does anybody care? Does anybody have any suggestions where he should go?
That's probably good. I mean, just wherever you guys want him.
Please. I'm trying to be more savvy like that.
All right. So, you guys have moved around. You've got your goblin, guilt-ridden guy. He's out front, and he's just super excited for you to meet his pals.
So do you want me to go? Do you want me to go get my friends? Or do you want to go meet my friends? Should I bring my friends here? What do you want me to tell my friends? Do you want them to take you into the cave, or what do you guys want?
We're gonna play a little joke. Why don't you call your friends and have them say you need their help?
Awesome, I'll do that.
All right. So on your combat track, you're going to see 2 more goblins show up. So they are now available. And before they come out, just in case things go wrong, I'm going to have you guys, everyone roll for initiative. Do you want me to do a group one, or you guys know how to do that yourself?
Group one, group one.
Group.
All right. I'm going to ask you to all roll initiative.
No small numbers. I want to see what people are doing.
Wow, you got some nice numbers. Way to go, Karen, with the 22.
Woo.
All right, let me roll the bad guys, see if they can beat you. Initiative. NPCs. Boom. And no one did. Came close, though. All right, so if things get weird, Karen, you're up first. Also, you guys have advantage if you guys decide to attack, because they won't be expecting anything. All right, so do you want him to call from there, or do you want him to head over and call?
I don't know that I have a strong opinion either way.
Give me the question again. I'm sorry. I'm still doing
The question is,
work.
do you want him to, get a little closer, or do you want him to call out from there? Like, is he good calling out from where he is, or do you want me to have him
call
come
out
bring
from
them?
here. We would like them to get out of the cave mouth.
Yeah, good idea, Mark.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they're not in the cave
Are
mouth.
we pretty before we have them do that? Are we pretty hidden?
Hey, yeah.
Would a reasonable person see us if they were coming out to help their buddy?
So if they came out of the cave mouth, they would see Cyrus, they would see Nick, they would see Karen, they would see Lil Zippy, they'd see a bloody friend. Favia has partial cover. Noodle is the only one who is completely hidden.
All right, let's hide.
Yeah, you can go into the trees and then completely hide.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so how are you going to explain what you're doing to, your goblin's charmed, not stupid, right? So he sees you all sort of hiding behind the trees. He's like, oh, or, he's like,
Are we playing a game? A hide and seek game? What are you guys doing? I thought you wanted to meet my friends.
We do, but it would be fun to kind of surprise them. So pretend we're not here.
Oh, goblins don't like surprises, but okay. You're the boss.
all right, so your goblin, your goblin pals was like,
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
and then I'm doing pretty good with this narrative switching, I hope. He then sort of puts his creepy goblin hands up against his face.
Friends, come across the stream. I've brought visitors. They're my friends.
No visitors. Not visitors.
So, you hear the friends sort of rustling around, and across the stream, the first one sort of stops at the edge. The second one stops at the edge, and then you sort of hear a short, just a short exchange, which will be probably all the same voice. So bear with me.
So, we're here. What do you want? I brought friends. I brought some friends. Come across the stream. They're waiting for you in the trees. What happened to you? You look like death. You're bleeding out. What happened? Oh, my friends. I made friends.
So, these guys are kind of reluctant to come across the stream because, they came to meet some friends, which is not uncommon. They're always meeting friends out on to ambush them. And as soon as they saw their friend bleeding out, these guys aren't probably going to come across the stream readily. These guys make a business of ambushing people. So, you do the math. They know that something's up. They haven't spotted anyone yet. They know this this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. So
So, why
I don't know,
will there
Tom was pretty
be?
smooth.
you guys have taken a long time to get to this point, guys.
Should we kill him?
I'm sorry.
Do it.
Still across the street.
We haven't even seen them yet. I still don't know where they are exactly. So I don't know. If they're not going to come on here, I guess the ambushes.
Wait, you guys can't see him?
Do you not see them?
But you said they were right up by the stream end, right?
Oh, Seamus is kind of hidden. It's yeah, they're just across the stream right now, across from Guild-Ridden Straw.
Yeah, they're about 20 feet across, like literally in the bank of the river. You should be able to see. Oh, I know what. If you're in the trees in cover, you may not be able to see them because you're hidden in the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They say nobody moves in the
yeah. Here's the deal. I'll let you guys. You're not in combat yet. They're on guard, right? So you've lost advantage at this point because they saw their bloodied friend. So it's like there's not going to be any surprise. If you jump out of the trees, they're like huzzah. They're going to be like, yeah, of course that's what this is, right? But all's not necessarily lost, right? You could attack from the trees, and that would give you still advantage, right? Because you get first attack. But then you would immediately, whoever your first attacker is, then we would go into a sort of. I'll give one of you sort of one opportunity to sort of lay waste with arrows, but the rest of you will have to then. It'll be according to initiative.
I got
That
another
said,
idea.
oh yeah, go ahead.
What if we tell the charm thing to say, "Oh, my friends must have left, and can you please come help me?" So plead for help.
Closest.
Well, so how are you going to convey that to him at this point? Because
We're gonna whisper yell from the trees.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who? The closest person? Seamus is the closest, so she can tell them. She's going to need to roll stealth. I'll let her roll stealth, right? And if she gets above a 10, I'll let it be a success that they did not hear this whisper. But she is whispering across like 15 feet. So.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
So roll. Go into your. You go into your abilities. Oh, and this is Seamus, right? Is the person that's closest, right? So you go. No, it's Seamus. Seamus is closest. Where's Skylar?
I don't see Skylar. Was that the character that you got rid of, Tom?
Oh Jesus! All right, I'm gonna give you one free. I'm gonna give you one free move. There you. Oh, it's because he wasn't on as a player. He was on as just a token. Okay, so there's Skylar. Move where you wanted to be. All right, so you're gonna get all cuddly with Seamus. Seamus is still in front, just so you know.
I thought Seamus was Skylar. I moved Seamus in.
All right, so there you go. So there, now you guys are equidistant. I split the difference because your D&D messed up. So which of you wants to whisper? I don't care. Whoever has the highest stealth, I would do that.
Stealth. That's my stealth.
Yeah, look in skills.
Probably not me.
I'm just trying to move my map. Here we
I'm
go.
+2.
I'm +4.
All right, there you go.
I am-
Go ahead, Skylar.
Should I roll?
Yeah.
All right, high roll, people.
Sorry, I was muted. Go ahead, roll. All right. So, so Skylar, Skylar being the most stealthy, cups his hands around his mouth, and he's like, "Hey, Goblin! Tell them. What did you want him to tell them? I forget.
Come help me, I'm hurt.
Pay no attention to the me
come-
in the trees.
Come help. Tell them to come help you, and not to worry about the people in the trees." And the other two goblins, look at each other with like this grin on their faces.
And they're like, "So you're in the trees? You're hiding in the trees?"
Hey Tom, man,
And-
how come I rolled 2 dice?
+4.
No, you rolled.
I rolled a 4 and an 8, and then it says I dropped the 8.
Disadvantage. Do you have
What's the disadvantage
checked?
for?
Do you have DIS checked?
No.
Are you Are you had something going on with you? Where are you at here?
Because my 8 would have been better. It would have got it worked out.
Well, you rolled it didn't drop one, did it?
Yeah, it says skill, stealth, armor,
Yeah, he
stealth
rolled a
penalty, drop 8.
Oh,
armor
so-
stealth.
yeah. You were trying to be stealthy. That was. I'm gonna let you re-roll this. You're very lucky. You're trying to be stealthy with armor on. Clang, 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 clang.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Should Seamus then roll instead if I'm like
Unless you want to take off your armor.
Can I?
Yeah, but
What do you think, guys? Should I take off my armor?
Why don't you just roll a d20? Since we're bullshitting this anyway with like it's just a stealthy thing. And let me hold on. Let me look at their character real quick. And I'm gonna make
that's
you.
still not moving.
Yeah, you're not moving, but you're trying to whisper across a great distance, so I have to give you some penalty. All right, so if you you have to roll above an 11 to successfully whisper. So so you're rolling against one of their stats. You're okay. You got a 10. No, but you have a +4.
I do.
So that's a 14.
Goblin friend, tell them we left and ask them for help. We're gonna go get your candies. We'll be back in half an hour.
All right, so he thinks he understood you. So he says,
Oh no, it's safe. Come across. My friends aren't here. They came. I'm hurt, and they want you to help me because I'm hurt, and they went to get help because I'm hurt. And he sort of looks over his shoulder and he's like, "Did I get that right?"
awesome. This is not gonna go well.
I don't know, you guys are playing this surprisingly well. Like, the fact that you even have a hostage goblin isn't supposed to be a thing anyway. So, I mean, I'd milk this for all it's worth, honestly. And, just so you know, goblins aren't particularly bright, right? So, I mean, this guy has, like, an intelligence of, like, 10-ish, right? That's why he's not, he's not the brightest bulb. He's a goblin, for goodness sake.
So they're not convinced, right? What
Well,
if I'm
well,
like,
we haven't-
I'm so glad I met you. What if I say, because I can heal him?
What? Well, let's
And
wait
it'll
and see
make
what
it-
their reaction is.
Yeah, they haven't
Okay.
reacted yet, right? So you've asked them that, and all right. So so that you haven't asked them that. So the goblin on the left is like,
This doesn't feel right, but I'll come over. You stay here on this side, but I'll come over and I'll at least get you into the cave, right? You're always just doing stupid shit.
all right. So then he sort of moves across the cave, right across the stream, splash, 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 and sort of is just north of him, and sort of flips around sideways, and he's like,
Brother, you are in bad shape. I mean, I'm surprised that you can even walk. What happened to you?
Now
My
we
friends,
get back.
my friends, they helped me.
Let's
They helped me
attack.
come to the cave.
and this goblin's like a bit surprised, right? Like this doesn't make any sense to him, so he's on guard at this point. So you have one opportunity, and that's about it.
Let's get him.
I'm going to shoot an arrow at the goblin across the water.
Yes, good idea. Excellent.
Okay, so All right. So who's your best shot? Who's going to take them out? Like who's? And you're going to go
Not
across.
me.
Who is that? Is it Seamus? No.
I think Seamus is, or Fabia. Seamus or Fabia, or both.
Yeah, let's
So-
do it.
So the bad news is, as you guys were stacking up your characters, Fabia does not have line of sight to anybody.
Yeah, she's gonna have to step out.
All right. So who's controlling Fabia? All right.
I don't
So
know.
Steven is.
All right, so I'm going to turn back on token locking. So from now on, you'll have to register your moves with me, which is okay. So she's still in cover. I'll give it to you because I messed up with that stealth. Who she now she does? She only has line of sight to the and I'm not giving any more free moves. So she has goblin. The goblin next to the injured person, she has line of sight. The other goblin, she does not.
Are you talking about me, Seamus?
No,
Sorry,
No,
I
I'm
misheard what you
It should
said.
be Seamus. Just have.
So Seamus. So who's your ranged weapon specialist?
Yeah, but Fabia does not have line of sight, so.
Yeah, she doesn't now. I gave her the free move, and she moved not line of sight. So
But we couldn't see the goblin, so it's hard to see.
how can you not? Oh, because you're in the trees.
Yeah.
So let me.
Well, Seamus has very poor control of his action, or like very. He's pretty spontaneous, so he doesn't care. He's just gonna do it.
Okay.
Did the whole thing just light up for you guys now?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys now can see.
Okay, did you hear Seamus?
Tom? No,
One more
I did not
time?
hear Seamus. One more time, Seamus.
But if I had
I'm-
seen the person, I would have went here, Thomas. I would have went here.
Well, let me hear Seamus first, and then let me hear. Then we can make that case. Go ahead.
Oh, he's just gonna do it. He's like has very bad impulse control, and he's done. He's like, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Which I think is within character. And Steven, you moved your character initially into deep cover. So I just, as a courtesy, just unlocked it for you guys because you're going to go into combat, and my assumption is you guys are going to move out of combat. They still can't see you guys in the tree, which means that you also can't see them. But this was just to
Okay.
facilitate like a good conversation, right?
Got it.
And yeah, I think Seamus does have impulse control. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised that Karen didn't come bounding out of the bush at this point and just like cleaving somebody. So Seamus, go ahead. Do you remember how to target? This is
don't.
exciting. We're gonna kill some stuff. Yay!
Control. So
Yay!
Control click on your target.
Okay. It's not happening. Can you come help me, husband?
Well, there's several
Sorry,
husbands
then.
here. Which one are you referring to?
My husband.
Okay.
Mark, while you're teaching her that, I'm gonna go. Augie was watching me, and I put the stupid green screen down, and then she left. So I'm gonna go see if she wants to. I'm gonna move the green screen if she wants to watch. 1 second.
Where's oh, that's is it your turn? Oh yes, you do that. Click on yourself. What's going on? Let's go over here. Go to actions. Change the mode to combat. There you go.
All right.
Oh,
Have we
see
figured it out?
that? So, click the green one. Oh no, sorry, the red one, and then click on that. Did that work?
Mm-mm.
Targeting's not working.
Well, let me see. Oh, you know why? I'm sorry. Ha! Stupid Thomas. Okay, let me go to Seamus. I gotta drag the. I have to make it her turn.
Oh,
Now try targeting.
Okay.
Oh, which one are you? You have two targeted.
there you go. Now you're
Okay,
targeting.
and
Oh,
now-
we need to unclick that one. So do the.
Oh.
Sorry, you guys. That was DM error. I forgot that we're actually in combat now.
You just got the one now.
Okay, and then I drag my longbow to it.
Yep, longbow that.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Make it count.
Ish,
All right,
maybe.
so from the thickets, these goblins are having this conversation around like, so what's going on? And I don't know if I trust this. Doesn't seem right. And like this arrow just sort of flies out of the thickets, right past this goblin. And he's like, what? He's like, what the beep, right? Like, and it's like these guys are now on guard. On that note, we're going to enter actual combat because like your one chance.
Sorry,
with it.
guys.
Hold on. Okay, you do get a do-over. You did not click advantage.
do?
Remember, you had the advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the last do-over though. This was
Okay.
not this one was not my
What did
fault.
I do wrong? What should I have done for advantage?
It's all your husband's fault. If
is.
you look below the chat window, it says ADV. There's a little button. Click it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that means that you're going to roll 2 dice, and you get to keep the higher of the 2.
Oh, okay. So how do I roll 2?
So you don't. It'll do it for you. Just do the
Yeah.
same thing you just did, and it'll
Okay.
all be good.
Okay.
And then you'll miss out on, if you hit him, you'll miss out on that wonderful narrative.
Oh my god.
So your GM is secretly pleased. As a matter of fact, from the heavens, you hear. The gods did not smile upon you. Okay, so the bad news is you missed again. And basically, you've rolled 3 times, and you've had basically 3 misses. So my narrative stands. That arrow went flying right past this goblin. He's like, what the hell? This now puts us into actual combat. The chess piece goes to Karen. Karen's up. She heard the mask mandate's coming back to play, and she is not happy about it. Awesome. So, Karen leaps out of the bushes, targets Auburn Beard. That's what happens when you let the system name things for you. Although I would have probably called him like Frumpalumpicus or something stupid. And with 0 words, Karen raises her great axe and swings it at the goblin, who is befuddled that yet again,
This is the most cursed ambush of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is a folly of theirs. And like, honestly, the two healthy goblins start to giggle. It's like they start to giggle because they're like, what a bunch of buffoons.
They're like, is this a joke?
Do not laugh at my friends.
So, to end your turn, you click the chevrons to end your turn. Little the next actor button. All right. So, the goblin sort of spins towards you and is like, seriously, like what the heck? I was just enjoying my day. Pulls up his scimitar, and unlike you guys, he connects. And Karen, gets a little boo-boo, right? A little blood trickles from a sore. But, this goblin is like, at least he hit. This brings us to Seamus. It's like your 4th attempt at the same thing.
Really? Am I close enough to just attack must-have jacket with my sword?
You'd be in the stream about 5 feet too far. Well, what's your reach on your sword? Let's see. I think you have to be in an adjacent. I think you have to be in an adjacent square. Let me look.
But I mean, do I have time to run up to him and attack him?
Yeah, you have time to run up to him, but you can't move that entire distance. You can only move 30 feet, and he's 35 feet away.
Oh, right.
Or wait a minute.
I could move 30 and I'd be standing
Yeah,
in those.
yeah. Move your 30 at least, and get closer to him and see if that's close enough. Oh, I'm glad you did the math for me because he is in the 35th foot. Hey guys, I learned something that's really important, by the way, that I want to share with you. In 5e, they changed the movement rules. It turns out you can split your movements. So you can move, take an action, and then move again.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
it's not a nimble escape, so you can't go like hide, right? But you can use all of your movement every turn. Just so you know.
Oh. So I can attack him with my sword.
Hells yeah, you can. So Seamus is like, I'm much better with a sword than a bow.
Yes.
And let's just see how good she is.
So now,
Okay.
do I have to roll my damage?
Yeah, now the thing next to that, you drag on top of him just like that. You know what's interesting is like you have a +5. That's pretty awesome. So, so Seamus cleaves off the head of this goblin, and from behind her she hears,
My friend! My friend!
So I don't know what it takes to break a charm spell, but like your poor little guy who's bleeding out is questioning life. Oh crap! And I just realized that I didn't program drops for you guys, so you're just killing stuff. You aren't getting any treasure.
Oh.
It's okay. They're all level 1s. You're level 3s. You guys, this should be a very short fight. Cool. So now hit your little next button. So in the bottom of your combat tracker, the lower left, there's like those 2 little arrows. Press that.
Wait. My combat tracker.
Yeah.
That's where this one. Lower left. No. Okay.
Coolio. Skylar. Skylar has been hankering for blood. So you got a move and an action. Or a move, an action, and a move. Or an action and then a move.
Or a maction.
All right. So Skylar like hops out of the trees. He's like, huzzah!
And I will attack with my sword.
Awesome. The anticipation's killing me, man. Killing me. Uh-huh. Do you remember how to do it? Action tab.
I'm trying to find my sword.
Go, yeah, actions.
Like,
No,
You have a great sword. Yeah, great sword.
Great sword. Oh, I got target first.
Yep, that's control.
Yeah.
There you go.
I get him?
Yep. And you hit. So Skylar brings his great sword down upon the goblin, and let's see how it plays out.
I'm gonna do damage.
You won't hurt me!
So with his dying breath, he looks at his goblin colleague and says,
You said they were your friends!
You suck.
and then he dies. So, at this point, you've dispatched the goblins. Your goblin friend is still there, and he just looks at you at Karen, and he looks at Skylar, and with like true confusion was like,
Friends, I don't understand. I thought you wanted to meet my other friends.
My sword wanted to meet him. No, I didn't say that.
Did you not say that, or did you say that?
I said it in my head.
All right, I will. We give some leeway for comedy. All right, so you've got a couple of dead goblins.
Now that I've crossed the river, do I see anything into the cave?
Why don't you roll yourself a perception check?
Okay.
So that is under your perceptions is under your skills. I don't know why they don't group like the skills and the action tab near each other, like common actions. I mean, any other user experience people or people that used to do it feel the same way?
Oh, I have to roll it into the window, right?
Yeah, you drag that one into the chat window. I know it's super obvious. Oh, holy shit! All right, so so you. Well, first off, let me take a pause, and I'll give you your narrative in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and award you guys some experience points.
For 2 weenie goblins. I'm
If
not
you don't want,
complaining.
I say if you don't want them, you know, I will not give it to you. So let me see here. Delete item. So award it. All right, you got 13 experience points, guys. 13. Woo. Now you may not care, but I'm pretty sure that Skylar would like to level up. So he's creeping up. But if you guys play this game right, he might be able to level up this round. I mean this game.
Right.
Okay. All right. So so you got yourself your experience. Yay. So you know what you see, Seamus, is you know, in the cave mouth. Let me actually click your character so I can see what you see. You know, yeah, what you see is this. You know, so just inside the cave mouth, you see a few uneven stone steps. So they sort of lead up to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. You can see the cave kind of narrows to a steep sort of fissure at the far end. It's sort of dark back there, but it is filled with the stench of animals. You're starting to hear some savage snarls and rattling chains, sort of coming from, you know, coming just audible enough for you, but no one else has picked up on this. Coming from this cave mouth, right? What was your roll? 18. You've heard this snarl before, right? You know, you're having flashbacks to the goblin caves.
There are wolves in there.
It definitely sounds like you've got some wolves going on.
They have pets inside, chained up, guys.
Chained up.
Yeah. Maybe somebody with a bow that's better than me might want to come get them.
So, you that's what you hear, right? And do you so you said that to your team, right? You relayed that.
Yeah, them's the wolves. Them's our wolves. The wolves are nasty beasties. Nasty.
Can you tell where they are so that we don't accidentally, you know,
So are you
get near them?
Are you talking to? Are you gonna? Do you want to have a conversation? So do you want to have a conversation with your little pal here?
Yeah, I want to know more about these wolves.
Awesome.
Friends.
So you know he turns to you. He turns to you and he's ready. So like, yeah, go ahead and talk.
Yeah. So where are these wolves? How many are there? How many pets do you have? What are their names? Let's hear.
Well, I've not been.
You said they're nasty.
They are nasty beasties. There are pets, but they're nasty beasties. I've not been back to the cave in a while. But when I was last here, there was at least 3 wolves. And they help guard the entrance because sometimes my goblin friends, they fall asleep. So if you go into the cave, you know, and there's up some little stairs there, some of the beasties, they're there. But the good news is the beasties are on chains.
Okay. Is there any way to make the beasties more calm, or, you know, so we can pet them?
The beasties love food. They love food. I don't know if you can pet them, but that does keep the beasties quiet. When the beasties are barking, we give the beasties food, and then they just eat their food.
Maybe we can give the goblin to the beasties. That's
That is a plan. I mean, you've got two corpses there. Are you gonna go about chopping them up, and whoever wants to do that. So whoever wants to do that, just add goblin meat to your inventory. And just a note for Mr. Cyrus, just a reminder that you are max encumbered, sir.
Yeah. I can't see why.
Let me look. Cyrus Bing.
Yes, I'm looking at the weights in my inventory. And
You're weak.
I'm like, that's not 184,
Hold on, I gotta take a look.
or unless that's the gold pieces that are weighing us down.
Could be. Why can't I find your damn character? Little Zippy Karen. Oh, there you are. Oh, you know my problem? I'm so used to a Mac, and the mouse scrolls a different direction, so whenever I'm scrolling on this Windows machine, it drives me bonkers. Yeah, so if I look at your inventory, Mark, if you look at the bottom,
Yep.
it says your maximum is 165.
Right.
See where it says...
Yeah. Do you see the weights over on the right on the?
Yeah, it says your current weight is 184, and it's a combination of your gold. You have a lot of gold.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 268 gold pieces, Mark. So.
All right. Tell you what. Maybe I should.
So you can drag some, or you can put some of them in the party inventory for dividing up.
Nope. I'm gonna take my bag of gold and I'm gonna bury it in these trees.
I don't know how to begin. I don't know how to begin making that happen. Let me see. Okay, hold on. And also, Karen has 2,209 gold pieces. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That's the party gold pieces. Collect them. Yeah, Karen only has 48. Or something like that. All right, so...
where is the party gold? Are we carrying it collectively?
Well, so, look, your DM's being super liberal with you right now. Like, your party inventory should be always 0. Right? You shouldn't hold stuff there. It's like, right now, it's sort of acting as a bag of holding. Right? You guys are going to need some sort of a clubhouse at some point, honestly, to store your loot. Back when you guys were, back in Flan, you could have stored them at Fiona, Madame Fiona's tea kettle, right? The inn. That the guy downstairs would have held your gold for you. But you've lugged all your shit to to a whole new place, which honestly, you never know. You're gonna be there for a while. But you guys didn't set up camp or anything, right? So while you were at the inn, no one mentioned anything about like shopping or dropping off gold. So
Yep.
yeah, you could bury your stuff here if you want.
Yep. I'm at least gonna hide it.
So let me. All right, so give me 1 second. And a bag of gold, correct?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 more second. Gold. All right, so check it out. So next to you, which one is you? Hold on.
I'm the one in the trees here.
Can you spin your character? You shift and rotate just so I can see which one you are. Oh, there you are. So like right next to Cyrus, boom, pile of gold shows up. All right, so so your gold is here, Mark, until you come get it. Right? Yep. It's safe and sound in these trees. Okay. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna forget. You have a log. I'm sorry. You have a journal.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's in your identity. Yeah, or identity. Go to your identity, and in your notes, just add that you dropped, gold here.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to track that for you. Just track it as part of your character. But this gold will stay there until you come get it. All right. So, where are we, guys?
Well,
And
we were
you guys
thinking of feeding the wolves these goblins.
All right. So who chopped up the goblins?
Let's do it.
All right. So I've removed the bodies, but you guys, whoever is chopping up the goblins, add goblin meat to your inventory. Right, like this is gonna get pretty rancid pretty quick. So like, you each get like one glob of meat.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Go to your inventory. Go to your inventory and just type in 1 goblin limb.
Wait, where do I type it?
It's your inventory tab. Yeah, your inventory tab.
How do you
There's
add
a
one?
plus button where you do add item.
Yeah, that green plus.
Oh, up there. Okay.
Yeah, of course that's up there, right where it should be. It's so horrible. This is horrible user experience.
How much?
Goblin leg.
Just 1 goblin limb. You each get 1 goblin limb. Right, like you can have a leg, a foot. I don't care what you have. Chances are you're only going to have it for a few minutes before you feed it to some wolves. From what it sounds like.
It didn't.
And I'm still curious about Mr. Cyrus here. How's your encumbrance looking?
Well, I just spent all the gold, but it doesn't seem to have updated my weight. It still says I've got 184, and I can see like a total of maybe 40 on my actual weight chart here.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking at. I don't know if you guys noticed. There's little filters at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you have 2 bottles. That's 20 pounds. And you have 10 bottles that are 2 each. So you're doing the multiplication too, right? Like so that's 20
Oh, is that weight per unit?
per unit. Yeah. So like you have 10 glass bottles filled with something.
Yeah, I'm dropping those.
With a colored liquid. What was the colored liquid?
It was something from one of our.
Oh, it's the zombie stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a big one. That took you were so you guys are all fighting, and Mark has like 10 bottles of liquid. He's got a couple of 12 packs of Coke he's lugging around.
I say to him, Cyrus, why don't you let us carry some of that for you?
You don't really. This isn't like Diablo, Mark. You just right-click, delete. They're gone. Yeah, it'd be. I mean, honestly, if I had coded Fantasy Grounds, yeah, when you drop stuff, it would just show up next to you, and someone could pick it up. But so you are now no longer encumbered.
All right.
I mean, until you pick up like so much as a piece of toast, and then you're encumbered again. Did you want to pick your gold back up? Maybe your gold doesn't weigh anything.
Sure. Let's try that.
Feed those dogs.
Yep, it doesn't go to encumbrance, so that's interesting. All right.
So watch. So like you see Mark like drop a bunch of vials and then madly start to scramble to pick up his gold, which disappears.
Nice.
All right.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah. So there you go. Cool. All right, guys. You've killed 2 goblins. You've got a goblin bleeding out. You have a pretty good idea of what's ahead for you. You've marveled at the animated water, admired the mist, and enjoyed the tweets of the birds. What does the team want to do now? You're not in combat. I'm gonna approve moves for now because I want you guys to sort of tell me what you want to do before you guys leap ahead.
Are we gonna go forward with? I'm sorry if I got confused. Are we going forward with the wolf plan?
To feed him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Oh, you're gonna feed the wolves? The wolves love the food. They've been wanting to eat goblins for a long time because goblins hurt the wolves.
Ooh, we've got a treat for them.
All right.
Feeling slightly less good. No.
All right. So,
Okay. Can you show us where they are? Can you
The,
lead us?
the wolves? I sure can. Do you want to all go, or do you want me to take just one of you, or just follow me?
Can
all
we
go.
turn the wolves after we feed
Let's
them?
all go.
Let's do it.
What?
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Mysterious man they call Skylar. I did not understand what you said. What did you say?
Let's all
Can we
go.
can we charm the wolves? Since
Do
we
any of
fed them?
you? Are you asking me? I don't know. I'm a
I know,
goblin.
I'm asking my party.
We don't have any charm spells.
Oh,
No, what if we fed the wolves and then they liked us and then they became our pets?
yeah.
that is a thing that could potentially happen.
Let's do it. Let's feed them and then try making friends with them.
Whenever your son talks, I'm just going to assume that's a little Zippy talking. All right, so let's see. You want the goblin to lead you, right? So he's gonna head to the entrance, and then I'll let you guys stack up in whatever order you want.
Well, yeah. Can we just move?
Yeah.
How, it doesn't matter how far.
Right. We're
Yeah,
not in
you-
combat right now.
You're not in combat, so you can move. You can move.
Where's little Zippy?
Dead. Oh wait, no, look. It's right there.
Hold
I see
on
her.
1 second.
It's there.
I'll approve all of your moves in just 1 moment. All right,
Somebody went the wrong way. Looks like.
there we go. Because I want to turn on the wolves so you guys get there and you can see the wolves. All right, so hold on. So approve.
Noodle ran
Approve.
away.
Approve. Approve. Whoever's trying to move through the walls, that won't work. You're gonna have to move like a normal human. If anyone gets stuck inside of the walls, let me know. Whew, where's that guy going? Hold on a
Are
second.
those walls?
Well, they're cave. You can't move through a cave, right?
I don't know. Like, are those like a sheer cliff wall or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a sheer
Okay,
cliff wall.
I see. Didn't understand.
Yeah, I tried to expose enough of them that I'll just move you where you were saying. There you go. All right, little Zippy's got to move. You guys were going there. Fabia's sort of back behind. Noodle, you haven't moved yet.
I swear I did. That's why I can't
Oh.
I'm a person.
Okay, I'll move you sort of up to the stairs. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's where I was. Why didn't I move? That's weird.
All right, so you've got Favia sort of looks like she's covering from behind. You got little Zippy behind her, as little Zippy likes to stay within probably 10 or 15 feet. Favia, Cyrus is in the stream, looking. You can see up the stairs. You got Nick with him. You got Seamus and Noodle are both on the stairs. Skylar is to the right of the goblin, and leading the charge seems to be Karen. Those of you who have line of sight can see the wolves. Those who haven't moved close enough, you can either move up a little bit farther or just trust your colleagues to do what you want to do.
Who has meat? I got meat.
I do.
All right, so you're going to toss the meat to which of the wolves? Like wolf 1, wolf 2, or wolf 3?
Can we all like each individually toss one to all three?
Well, we're going to do it one at a time. So whoever wants to go first, tell me. You're going to toss your stuff. You're going to go to your skills, and you're going to do animal handling and roll that.
Oh, vomit. Okay, let me get to the scales.
All right. I'm gonna
Animal.
roll mine.
Fabia might be the best for this. Pass.
There's two, and then one's kind of far away from the others.
Oh wait, someone just rolled something. Karen, animal handling. Hold on. Yeah, like I'll give you a do-over. That doesn't count yet. I need to know which wolf you're rolling against so I can look at their numbers.
Sorry.
So you live to roll another day. Because it has to be against their wisdom. So basically, these wolves have a wisdom +1, or a 12 +1, so they are 13. So to pacify the wolves, you have to get a 13 or greater.
Okay.
So that's why I need to know
Alright,
which wolves you're going to.
Okay. I'm gonna try Wolf 3 here.
All right, wolf 3.
All right, let me try this again. See if I can get a non-critical fail.
So remove the wolf is sort of gobbling up the meat, and sort of distracted. So it's going to take it probably a good 5 minutes, and it's going to be fine. It's not pacified, but it's placated.
Okay.
So I will change that wolf. Which one was that wolf? 3. So we'll make it neutral. So just a recommendation would be like you might want to find out compare who has the best animal handling and just hand the meat to that person.
Okay. I just have 1 +1, so it's probably Favia, right?
I have a 3.
Oh, Favia Noodle.
So I heard Mark echoing.
Does Favia have any bonuses?
Fabia's animal +3.
Mine is a +4.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So
I
far.
can keep
So it's wisdom plus. Well, it's wisdom +4. So what's your wisdom, Cliff?
Let's see, my animal handling is 4. Wisdom is my wisdom is 14.
Okay, 14. And yeah, Fabius is 13.
Wisdom is 16, right? Or is it +5? I don't get it.
And so the reason I'm asking is so it's it's a wisdom roll, right? So it's the stat would be against wisdom and then +3, +4, plus whatever else. So that stat matters, right? So your wisdom gets you a +3. I guess I didn't need to ask what your wisdom was because your bonus is what matters. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my animal handling is only.
I've got +4 as well.
So between Mark and Cliff, it sounds like those are the two highest. There's 8 of you, so you have 1's been burned up. So you have 7 pieces of goblin left and 3 wolves.
All right, who wants my?
I mean, Cliff, you rolled like a pretty crappy roll on a d20, right? So.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's not a good roll night for Karen if you want to go for Mark.
And I say, once we feed these wolves, we should be prepared to get going because they will only be eating for a certain amount of time.
Unless you pacify them. If you pacify them, then they'll be fine with you because you are now their pal.
Oh, okay.
Either way,
yeah.
Are we going to go continue on in through this room or see what's back down the steps and up to the north?
We should do a perception check for traps, because there's traps, remember?
That's our friend.
Well, let's get the wolves. Yeah, let's get the wolves fed.
Yeah.
And then we can figure out the next step, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna feed. Oh.
Wolf
number 2.
What's that?
I'm gonna feed wolf number 2.
Okay, feed number 2. That is a animal handling.
All right. Do I have to do a targeted roll or just drag it into the...
You just drag it into the chat. 15. Nice. So on a success, the wolves allow the characters to move through the room. If they're given food, it drops to 10. All right, so that's okay. That's cool. So now we know. So you calmed them down, and they will allow you to move. They're not going to be your pets, right? Because they are wild animals. But this goblin or wolf 2, I mean, is now neutral towards you. And Cliff, yours is neutral as well because you gave it food, and all you needed was a 10 then. So I literally just reread the instructions. So you've got now 2 pacified wolves.
All right, let's get this last one.
Who needs meat?
I hand meat to whoever can do it.
Yeah.
So I'll take it out of my inventory.
All right, I'll try rolling this last one. Which one is it? Wolf 1. There we go. I fed the shit out of that wolf.
So that wolf looks at you, and he's like, "Hell's yeah, that's what I'm talking about." Or maybe, you can't understand him. I was just looking. I don't have a wolf voice, guys. I'm sorry. So the wolf is pretty excited. So, he's arguably friendly. So we'll put him neutral on the map unless you have bigger plans for him. But I don't know if I would trust a wolf. But at least you got that going for you.
So one random thought: what if we were to free the wolves?
I like it. I like that.
Would they cause a ruckus in the cave, or
Would they run out?
Maybe they would run out. I would be happy freeing a wolf, but if they're placated, I'm assuming they wouldn't eat us.
Well, roll a nature.
Meat.
So
Okay.
so if you want to know that, roll a nature check.
And I'm a ranger, so I have good nature.
Yeah. Does anybody have a good nature? Yeah. Who's got a? Yeah. My nature is bad.
Your nature.
Oh no.
I'm going to tell you guys, this has been a lot of fun so far. This is the most you guys have actually talked about strategically what you guys are going to do, I think, since we started.
How can a ranger be -1 in skills, nature?
Because it's intelligence. It's intelligence.
Because you're a
It's a
dumb
city
ranger.
No. Oh wait, Flavia's good. She's a +4.
Ranger danger, ranger danger.
Danger. Okay. Should I roll Flavia?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, go Flavia. Yeah, I nailed it. Now it's a 2.
So Fabia looks at the wolves. She sort of studies them. She sort of looks at their teeth and their hides, and her thought is like, these are wolves. Does anyone else want to give it a
All
shot?
right.
Give a
Nick Maylock is going to
awesome.
with his nature.
I have to step away for a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Did that register? It was a really bad roll.
It did not.
You did not, luckily.
Darn the luck.
Never happened.
Oh,
There we go.
a not quite natural 20.
I think that's the best Nick roll ever.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Skylar. Unless you want Skylar's to cancel, whose did you want to use? So
Not mine.
yeah. So don't roll the dice, man. So Nick's like, Fabia, step back. So he takes a look at the wolves, and he takes each of the wolves and looks into their eyes, and he says, "Be free. Do you want to be free?" and the wolves are just like, look beyond delighted. So Nick's like, I'm pretty sure we can release these wolves, and they're just going to go be free.
Let's do it.
All right. So for each wolf, roll a... Well, you know what? I was going to make you roll a strength check because you have to break the chain. But let's just fast track that you guys would probably keep rolling until such a time that you broke the chain.
Yes.
All right. So, you know, you guys head over and start smashing on the chains. And one by one, the wolves take off. Never to be seen again. Now, the good news is you're going to get XP for that. So give me...
We made a whole bunch of noise.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, can we quietly break the chains?
No, that's why I asked if you broke the chains. Just so you know, there will be repercussions. But let me add the XP to the party sheet. So you guys got yourself, believe it or not, where'd it go? XP. Goblin blind, kennel. XP to the party sheet. I'm sorry, add encounter to the party sheet. There it is. And let's give you guys some experience points. Boom. That pushes you a little farther up. So you got 38 for just releasing those wolves. And believe it or not, you would have gotten less if you killed them.
There we go.
So the wolves, man, they just want to be free. All right, so let me get them off of the combat tracker and decide what you guys want to go next. So I would recommend that someone roll a little perception in the window. Good enough. All right, so Mark, what you notice is that the wolves are gone, and you have been pretty much focused on the wolves. But at the end of this cave, you see a fissure, right? And it doesn't, it's sort of like a narrow opening to the east wall, like sort of leads to like sort of a natural chimney that climbs like 30 feet, right? And it seems like it goes into another area, right? What'd you get, a 13? What else can I tell you? You can try and climb the shaft. See, this is where it's good that there's a kiddo present, because I would have made a joke about that. But you could climb. You could climb the shaft with an athletics check, right? You probably have to beat a 10 or so, and you can move sort of half speed up or down this shaft. So they could potentially take you into the next room. Now there's 8 of you, so all 8 of you would have to succeed through that fissure. But
split up.
Or you could split up.
I'd say let's not risk that. I don't want to get stuck in it. Or is there any risk of getting stuck?
What's 30 feet?
You can't tell. Your perception check wasn't strong enough to know that. It just seems like it sort of rises up about 30 feet into another area.
Okay. That goes up, but do we want to?
So is this looking like a way that goblins can go in and out, or is it just kind of like a secret way?
So, well, why don't you? So,
perception check.
yes, Seamus, you want to run?
Where does it go?
Yeah. So why doesn't someone else roll a perception check then?
Why don't we? Do we want to do just like a whole party? I feel like we would all be milling around looking at this point.
Well, at this point, the only ones I would let like Seamus, Noodle, Nick, Zippy, and Fabia aren't close enough into the room to do anything. So if you want, the GM can move them into the room, and you can all do a perception check. If you want.
Yeah, let's. Wait.
I'll do one first because there's a trap. I don't want you guys setting it off.
Okay.
Karen, can you ask your friend what's up with this fissure?
Oh yeah. Let me ask the Gimp.
I was honestly like, I've stopped giving you guys hints. Like, I know all the things I would do, and that was one of them.
That is our garbage
Yeah.
chute. That's where we toss garbage. Right? So look at the ground all around it. It's just like, it's our garbage. Right? And some of the garbage the wolves eat. Some of the garbage I eat, but don't tell Clark.
I won't say a word.
Clark be mad.
How do we get past it?
The garbage chute? Well, you could climb the garbage chute, but you know, I usually go in like a normal goblin. I just follow the path.
Yeah, there's a path out down behind the stairs.
Yeah, that's the path. That's the path that leads into the caves. But if you want to go the goblin chute, I will climb the goblin chute with you if you want. I am very sore. I hurt.
Should we head back to the path then?
Are you asking me?
No, I was asking everybody else.
Okay.
I think we should.
Yeah, let's do. I was gonna say if like we had a rogue or something, maybe they could like sneak up and look around, but we're
So
all
there's
like armored
treasure
and stuff.
in this room,
Mm-mm.
right? Or
Yeah, there's
because
nothing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's garbage.
Good.
I mean, if you're into garbage, and whoever used their so however many goblin limbs you guys used, make sure you remove them from your inventory. The rest of you can, whoever didn't use theirs, can keep them in their inventory for whatever reason.
Keep it. You never know when I need to slap somebody with some meat.
Again, there's a child present, so I will not make jokes.
I'll just say tastes like chicken.
Yes, that's true. I have to imagine a goblin tastes a bit like a frog. I don't know why. Probably a little gamey.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? And how do you want to proceed? And we are at 9:13. We started really late. If you guys want to play for another half hour or so, it's up to you guys.
I'm down.
See what's around the corner.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get. I think it's gonna get interesting now.
Yeah, let's
Let's ask
can we
the guy
get
if there's traps. Any were the traps in the coming up soon?
yeah, can we get him just to lead us toward the cave entrance?
Yeah, you sure can. I mean, I'm secretly hoping he dies soon because he knows a lot of the secrets. So,
Well, we
all
should
right, so-
heal him.
That's what I think.
How long has it been? That's my question.
It's been about a half an hour.
Okay, all told. All right.
So we still have some time.
Yeah, and to be honest, like before he comes to, like a charmed person just sort of starts to sort of like you start to see that they're waking up, and I'll let you know when that's happening. I mean, just it's because there's a tell, right? It's not like he's going to suddenly be the goblin again. There's going to be some, sort of probably a good round or two where he's shaking it loose. Okay, so
Should I heal him? What do you guys think? Heal or no heal?
how many? So you're a healer, right?
I am.
And how many slots do you have? He asks, suggesting to think through who you heal.
I have.
Oh, you have 6 slots.
Wait, how is it? Yeah, I'm 3rd level. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Well, don't we have isn't Noodle a
Noodle is also a healer.
cleric?
She's also a healer, yeah.
Hey, so, and I'm new to this, but spare the dying, isn't that
Okay,
something that doesn't have any consequence, or is he not included in that?
He's not quite dying.
Yeah,
that
so-
won't help.
We can.
But I will tell
make
you,
it-
you'll need to, as a healer, that's a really important spell, right? So what spare the dying does, and it's a cantrip that you can use as much as you want. All that does is if someone is dead, and they have 3 saving throws left, right? So like they have to roll 3 times, or their character is permanently dead. Spare the dying brings them to 0, so that there's no risk of them dying unless they get hit some more, right? So it basically, think of it like stabilizing someone. They aren't healed, but they're stabilized. But that's all it does. It doesn't make them any more healthy than 0 hit points. It brings them to 0. Yeah, because
Okay.
if you fall to 0, you have 3 saving throws. You have 3 chances to save, and if you fail all of those, your character is permanently dead. Unless you want to go on a quest to bring them back to life, resurrect them, which is a thing in
All right,
5e.
well, I'm gonna heal our friend, unless anyone objects. May I do that?
Yeah, sorry, I missed what happened. I had to step away, but I fully support your move.
My friend's going to heal me?
A little bit.
Oh, I'm so sore. So sore.
Okay. All right, hold still. This shouldn't hurt.
Okay.
If I can find the spell.
Probably convince
Wait,
the
can I-
others being so dead.
Did you drag it on top of him?
let's
Plus?
heal. Is he booting up? That's what it sounds
So
like.
he's like, oh, I feel better. I feel I'm not as much pain. But yeah, you didn't heal him completely because he has 30 hit points.
Well,
but you
that's
gave
enough.
Him, you gave him back 5.
Okay,
So
well,
so he looks at you, and I'm still talking like him, aren't I? Damn it.
Yeah.
You are my best friend. Thank you.
you're
More?
welcome.
Can I have more? I'm hurt.
I'm not sure I have enough power to do that.
Okay. I'll look for potions.
Right, so you've made a good friend. And of course, he is a charmed goblin, so, your mileage may vary. So, he sort of wonders what you want him to do next. So, you healed him, that makes him feel pretty good, but, what do you want of him, and how do you guys want to proceed?
Well, we should maybe go down the hall a little and ask him if there's where the traps are.
Yeah, ask him to lead us in safely.
Okay. I'm just super bummed that I just realized that I had a sound pack for the kennels room that I didn't play, so I'm super disappointed. You go to the trouble of coding this shit, and then you don't hit play.
Oh man.
Hey, Steven, is your kiddo gone? It looks like.
He stepped out of the room. He's good now.
All right, so I can say fuck. Okay, I got it all out of my system. Great. All right, man. Cool. So the goblin he's going to head down the hall first. We are going to enforce your move. How far you want to move. He's just going to step out into the hallway and say this way. He's going to go to the stairs and stop.
Okay.
And the reason that he does this is because there's probably things ahead. And are you guys going to try to sneak? Are you sneaking through? Or are you just walking through? So what is what's your plan?
Can we see here?
What's your sight look like? Noodle, do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I think I do. Let me make sure I don't want to lie.
Yeah, I think you have dark vision. Cyrus does not have dark vision. Little Zippy does. Karen does.
Yeah.
Noodle does. Nick does. Favia, I think she does. She's an elf, right? Yeah, she does. Skylar does. And Seamus
No.
does not. So Seamus and Cyrus, it's going to start getting dark, and to see, you're going to need a torch.
Does the torch spoil dark vision?
What'll happen is the dark vision is 60 feet. I think a torch is 20 or 30 feet. I can't remember which. But a torch will allow you to. What'll happen is the dark vision will be in color where there's a torch, and in grayscale beyond. So like those who have dark vision can see deeper into the cave than you can already.
Why don't y'all with dark vision lead the way?
Yeah.
And so are you guys going to try to go without torch? And if not, are you going to grab the cloak in front of you, or what's your play here?
The cloak in front of me.
Are you going to grab the cloak in front of you? Are you going to do sort of like hold hands approach?
Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the
for
blind,
now.
like the seeing leading the blind, honestly. Okay.
Yeah, for a little while.
Either
I'm
that or
not
we
too
can just.
comfortable with that, Seamus says, but
Okay.
All right. So is everyone going to stick to
As
the
long as
path,
we
or is
can keep
anyone going in the water?
response.
Hey, going out.
What's that?
I'm going out by the bloody guy. I'm good.
All right. So you're going there. I'll move you around. So then Noodles. So right now it's the Goblin, then Noodle, then who?
We all
I should
stick
probably get
together.
up in the front somewhere.
All right. So I'll move you guys on your behalf. So I'll put you sort of next to them, just to sort of make this easier. Who's next? Who's next in line?
Skylar and then Fabia.
Okay, so Skylar is here. And then Favia, Gita,
Oh. Nick.
and then Nick Malak, and then Seamus, and then Cyrus, is that right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna light a torch, but I'm gonna hold back, basically, so that I don't spoil anyone's dark.
All right, so we'll move you back one block just for kicks. And have you lit your torch yet?
Yes, I'm lighting it right now.
All right.
So can we all just see differently on our screens for real, or are we all seeing the same thing?
Well, I'm lighting Mark's torch up.
Okay.
And then
That's awesome.
Seamus is lighting up a torch too, right?
no, I'll stay by Cyrus.
Okay. So I can't see what you see, Mark. Did it change your lighting? It should have. You should be able to see now. It should, otherwise it would be dark.
Yeah, I can see.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So let's do a little narrative. Oh, you coming out here? Give me 1 second. My little girl's going to sit next to me and play. And I'm going to move this green screen. Sorry, Nick and Alicia. You're going to miss the green screen awesomeness that was this video up to this point.
So again, can we see the same exact thing, or are we seeing different things?
You're all seeing from your point of view. And I'll
Okay.
turn it up so you can hear Joy. You're seeing from your point of view, and you're seeing according to what your vision allows. So, if you have dark vision, you see in color if there's light, or in grayscale if there's not, and you can see up to 60 feet. Whereas poor Mr. Cyrus here, right? Cyrus can only see in the light. So when it's dark, he can't see anything. So you'll see things that he doesn't see. But he's lit a torch, so he's going to see in color, lit by torch, around him for I think 20 or so feet. Maybe it's 30 feet.
Right, like you can see. Here's the thing. Can I now tell you what I see?
Yeah, you can always say what you see. And can you guys still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So to the left, across the corner, is an open. That's between the big rock. In front of us is a bridge. It's a bridge going across the water.
Wait, a bridge or a ladder?
It looks like a bridge from where I am. It could be a ladder.
So,
Oh yeah.
do you want me to give you the narrative? Because I can tell you what you see. For those up front.
Okay.
All right. So like, you know, so just so you guys know, this campaign is a beginner campaign for people who have never played before, right? So we've already run some stuff, so it's kind of interesting. So it gives a lot of explanation. But like one of the things that pointed out, from this point on, characters without dark vision will need to light their surroundings. We just discovered that ourselves. So what you see, so the main passage from the cave climbs steeply upward. The stream, plunging and splashing down on the west side, and in the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. Now, For those, using light or dark vision to look farther up the passage, there's a bit more. So some of you guys see this. In the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one, 20 feet above the floor. Or as Frank Zappa would say, great googly moogly.
We're gonna get surrounded here pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't like the bridge.
Is the water safe to cross?
The water is safe to cross.
Yeah, so should we go to the close entrance or the far entrance?
Probably the close. I don't want stuff coming up behind us.
Oh, that's a good point. But we can have someone who guards the back, right?
Oh yeah.
And also, Thomas said this is designed for people who are lower level than us. So, like, you can probably kill goblins pretty well, so we can move pretty quick.
Yeah, let's go check out the passage to the left, maybe.
To the left? So hold on. So I'm also, there's 1,000 notes I have to read, so talk amongst yourselves for just a second.
We should probably, sort of examine.
Let's ask our friend.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
What are we seeing here? Where are your friends? Where's our goblin friends? Where do they hang out? Oh, Tom can't answer.
I can in just a second, sorry. There is so many paths you guys can take. They made this very complicated for me. So give me 1 second. All right. So what was your question? Oh, you were talking to the goblin.
Yeah, where are your friends? Where are your goblin friends? Where do they like to hang out?
Oh, my friends are many places. One of my friends likes to guard the bridge ahead.
the bad news.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Don't worry, because your
We
friends
don't
are
have
going to
to.
want to hurt us.
We don't have to guard everything because we also have many trucks. Many trucks.
Trolls, you said?
Perhaps.
No, goblins. The goblins patrol. Did I say trolls? I did not mean trolls. I meant goblins. What was I thinking?
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Wait. Could you say that again, please?
Yeah, I can say that. I think someone corrected me and asked me if I said trolls. I didn't mean to say trolls. I mean, literally, there are no trolls. I will tell you, there are no trolls.
So what did he say? We don't need to guard things because...
That's easy. See, when you have traps, you don't need guards. When you have guards, you don't need traps. So we have many places to guard. But we don't have as many goblins as we have places to guard. So sometimes we make traps.
Oh, right.
So what's through the left there?
To the left, the passage.
Yeah. What's in there?
Oh, that's a trap.
So, yeah, we're just really worried that your goblin friends are going to want to hurt us if they see us, so we're trying to not get seen by them. Can you help us with that?
I can. And when I say it's a trap, I don't mean like spikes. But anyone who goes there has to be very careful because it breaks very easy.
Oh, and you can help us unbreak, make it not dangerous?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of rubble, and it's steep, right? And it's like very difficult terrain. Like there's a ledge that's between the two, and I know it's very fragile. I mean, I know I won't break it, but I only weigh about 60 pounds. But you don't be offended. You look like you weigh more than 100 pounds. So
Oh,
I'm
I
not sure if
do.
the ledge will hold you.
So we don't. Well, what's beyond that trap on that side?
A room.
Hmm.
A room.
What's in the room?
sometimes me. I sleep there.
Oh, nice. What's in the room? Anything interesting?
Goblin stuff. Our beds are there. We light fires. You know, it's where goblins hang out.
Hey, where do they put like people who they take prisoner?
Well,
Good idea.
that depends. Oftentimes they stay with Clark.
And where's he?
Clark? If Clark's here, he's usually to the east. So around to the right, usually. Like you go up past that bridge.
Is he your friend? What did you say his name was? Clark?
Clark? Clark!
Yeah.
Clark's the boss. Clark's in charge.
Oh.
Clark, have you seen a bugbear?
A bug.
Yeah, a
He's a
bugbear.
bugbear?
What?
They're big and nasty.
Yeah, Clark is big. So, you ask if Clark's my friend. Clark's nobody's friend. But we all listen to Clark.
And Clark is a bugbear.
Clark,
Is this
Clark,
what-
what? I'm sorry, my ears are full of blood. What did you say?
He's a bugbear, right?
He's a bugbear. He's Clark. Yeah,
Okay.
so you remember the garbage? Remember garbage chute?
Yeah.
That go to Clark.
Oh.
Oh.
Clark makes a lot of garbage. Yeah.
The problem is that we're not all that stealthy, y'all. Like,
Say.
we're all wearing like metal armor, and if we had a master burglar with us.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
Weren't you a burglar before?
No, I was.
It does not sound safe to go up the near tunnel. Is that what we figured out?
Yeah.
Going there
To the bridge.
You want to go to the bridge? Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's not
Well-
the goblin voice. That was me.
We can ask about the bridge. What's the deal with the bridge, buddy?
Oh, the bridge? The bridge is ahead.
You mentioned earlier somebody's guarding it. Is somebody guarding it?
Yeah, there's my friend is guarding it.
And of course, there's I have to unwind the 40. So I didn't write this campaign. There are 40 different paths. This is not it's not a procedural where you go through one thing at a time. You guys are literally making choices. So I'm trying to navigate all these windows. So hold on. So you're asked about the bridge, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, light, flood, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Overpass. That's this one. So you want to know about the overpass, the bridge, right? So, he tells you that there's sort of this higher tunnel that passes, through the larger tunnel cavern. So it goes over. You can't really get on that bridge yet. You have to go. You have to go sort of under it before you can go up it. It's pretty steep. Now you could try to climb it, right? If you wanted to, right? If you're pretty good, if you have a pretty good athletic check, you could try to climb it. But it sort of proceeds across the top, and you can't see his friend yet. He's sort of out of view.
So what I can see is around the curve, there's some more steps.
Yeah. So you see how the steps go around to the right, right? And they go under a bridge. You'd pass under the bridge, and then go up some more stairs. And then there's something. There's probably more cave around that corner, but you guys can't see that yet.
Yeah.
When was the last time we did a perception check? Are we checking just before?
What's that?
Someone tell us.
We're gonna stop and listen.
Oh, you're gonna stop and listen? What kind of things are you listening for?
Movement, voices, clangs.
Goblins.
Bugbears.
Bugbears. Okay.
Rabbits.
So who's all doing this?
We all are.
No,
We're all-
I don't think that everyone from Nick backwards is close enough to do much more than they already have done.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
So why don't I make this complicated, and I will say it's not Nick, not Favia, not Seamus, and not Cyrus. Bloop, blop, bloop. And I'm not having Zippy roll any more stuff. It's a frickin' dragon. Okay, so I'm going to let the other three are going to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
And a request
To the
roll.
way to
So,
win.
so there should be 3 of you that are rolling.
Okay.
All right. So, let me move this out of the way. Oh, awesome. All right. So, yeah. So your perception says, yeah, that it's off to the left. This sort of this western passage. Just from sort of looking at it, you can see that the goblin was telling the truth. It looks pretty fragile. It's not like it's a traditional trap that someone has set up. It's sort of a natural trap. So they leverage that passageway as a way to only sort of small, frail creatures can get through safely. So they know that anything that's sort of substantial, if they go through that passage, could potentially fall, right? And they'll, so in DM words, you'll probably experience some bludgeoning damage, right, when you hit the ground, right? Looking ahead, yeah, you see that these steps sort of move around to the right and go under this bridge. You could maybe scale the wall up to the bridge and sort of fast track it, but you'd have to be pretty athletic to do so. And the chances of your entire party being able to knock that out, especially with a goblin bleeding out, aren't particularly good. That said, you do on the overpass just out of the corner of your eye. Let me add it to the combat tracker. You do spy a goblin. Right about there. So those of you who can see the bridge, if you look to the upper left, you probably see a little goblin guy. Now, his back's to you. He's not paying too much attention. These goblins aren't the best professional, watch guards. But he's up ahead. And that's about what you're going to get. Everything else is, there's water. The water's not particularly deep. It's pretty refreshing. It seems a bit contaminated, as if, I don't know, a bugbear and goblins, sort of hang out at the source.
All right, do we want to go for the bridge?
Yes, let's do it, party.
All right. So, let's see. What do I need to push? Is that command? So he can move 30. So you're going to move a little at a time. So even though looks like you're on the bridge, you're actually under the bridge, just so you know. Oh, so he can move 35. All right, so he moves his move. Each of you, in order that you're... So Karen's up next. Go ahead and make your move. Oh, I should have asked. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you trying to just... Are you just walking?
No,
let's stealth for now.
All right.
We got a bugbear.
Okay, so go ahead, and I'm going to have you guys all roll a stealth check. So that means you can move half your distance.
Okay.
Is that under skills?
Oh, it'll be popping up here in a second.
Okay.
And request roll.
Ooh. I'm stealthy.
Clearly not.
One of them was a 20.
Yeah. So you guys are super sneaky, right? The majority of you guys are sort of sneaking up. So let me move you guys as a group. I think I can do you as a group. Hold on. There. I'm gonna move you guys up a little time. I'm maintaining your marching order that you guys established.
Why is Skylar and Seamus rolling stealth at a disadvantage? Is that because they have metal armor?
Yeah, they have an armor, so it's an armor penalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. You guys were like all sneaking up and like doing the Tom and Jerry tiptoe thing, or like the Flintstones. Remember, like Fred would like twinkle toes his way across the room.
Here we go.
And then like you hear Noodle behind you going like boom, 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 right? Like knocking shit around and splashing through the water. Like, hey guys, wait for me, right? And the next thing you know, you hear the goblin. Up on the bridge is like.
Who goes there? Who is it?
Take him out.
Sorry, guys.
Just got narrow.
It's me. It's me. It's your friend. It's your friend.
So your buddy did the best he could. He called out that he's your friend. I don't think the goblin on the bridge is having it. So,
All right.
you
take
failed
him out.
stealth. You don't have advantage. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Are you gonna set up the dice, or you want to do it?
You want me to do it for you? I mean, you want me to request it?
Sure.
It's so nice that you master.
Okay. Put the burden on me, right? Why should you have to click one thing when I have to click 25? There you go. It is kind of nice, this whole... And like that tool, this little roll for initiative, that's a plugin that someone wrote. Like that's actually not part of Fantasy Grounds.
That is super nice.
Cool. So little Zippy is actually up first. We're gonna move him up to the top. You lost advantage, so quite honestly, the goblin is going to attack first.
It's just one dude, right? And of course, I'm last. So I suck and ass. I can't even help.
Well, so he's going for the very the first thing in contact is actually Karen, and he can. Oh, he misses. So he raises his bow, and I attacked with a scimitar. No wonder he missed you. So the moron's like caught off guard, swings his scimitar, and all you hear is like whoosh. So you are now Little Zippy's up. So whoever's playing Little Zippy, make your move.
All right.
Ding.
Well, I gotta check out little powers.
You can like poison stuff, right?
Yeah, Little Zippy's like the one-hit kill thing.
So Stinger poison from distance or no?
No.
All right, he's gonna get in a strategic place.
All right. He can fly, so that works for Little Zippy.
Yeah, and then he's gonna attack.
All right, attack.
Okay. And then we got
Which one are you doing?
poison one.
All right, so you hit. And
That's a well-done scream.
look, so Little Zippy, in Little Zippy fashion, you guys.
Can we just have a little Zippy go in and clear out the rest?
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to move? We just wait here.
I mean, he does, his stinger does 3d4 plus 5 damage.
That's a lot.
I feel like Little Zippy is a little overpowered. So,
And underused.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Although he does level up, you guys. He gets experience.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. He's a character. All right, so it's like there's now a dead goblin on the bridge. You can't get to the dead goblin, but Little Zippy has this like sort of satisfied look on his face, and again you hear one more time, coming from your new pal.
My friends. My friend? You don't like my friends.
Well, they don't like us.
Yeah, they're gonna hurt us. He
was just
swung this
saying-
sword at us first.
He was just saying hi with his weapon.
So, cool. So you've got a dead goblin, and those of you up front, you can see a little bit more around the corner. Keep in mind that your party behind you can't see diddly squat. Well, actually, Cyrus, you're carrying a torch, so you should be seeing stuff too.
So Lil Zippy can't like scooch him to the edge and like let him flop over.
No, little Zippy's not. He's not that strong.
All right.
But I think, look, you guys should be very thankful. Little Zippy dispatched this goblin before he could even call for help.
Yep.
I know this is the wrong person talking, but I still think we should try to be stealthy.
Yeah. Okay. Clumps the clown honks her horn, goes honk honk. We should be quiet. Honk honk.
Well, should we send the people up ahead who don't have a stealth disadvantage?
Maybe a scouting party.
Yeah, maybe we can get somebody at the top. Yeah, over the bridge to at least see what's going on.
I like it. Little
Awesome.
stealth too.
So on the plus. So on the plus side, you get some experience points for that. So let me add that to your party sheet and give you guys your experience. Not much, but it's better than nothing.
I'm 120 away.
Well, if you guys pick up the pace, you guys can get that done.
And that's why I take off soon. It's basically keeping me out of the bed.
No worries. I think we're about done. I think once you guys get around this corner, maybe we'll call it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what do we need to should we send somebody with good stealth?
Yeah. So you're not in combat anymore, right? Hold on one. Yeah, you're not in combat anymore, and yeah. So the stealthiest people, like maybe you send them and your goblin. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yep. So can we take a quick look at our characters, y'all? To see.
Yeah. I'm not stealthy. I'm like a +2, but I'm not at disadvantage.
Lobby is +3. Little Zippy is
+6.
+6, and Skylar.
It should probably be Fabia and Zippy.
And Skylar is +4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe 3.
Yeah, so maybe so. Are you saying Skylar, Zippy, and Fabia, and then the goblin?
Yeah.
All right. So that's. Well, no. I'll move your characters into place because you're not really. You're not really. You're under the bridge.
Yeah.
Move him up here. Move him here. And where was the last one? Where's little Zippy? Oh, he's already up there.
He's on the bridge, though. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So So you guys are there. Every move after this, if you're going to go stealthy, you have to roll stealth for each of the halfways.
All right. So which way do I go?
So you go.
Down.
So the only way you can go is around up and to the right.
All right.
Up the steps. Yeah. Up the second set of steps.
Oh, I see. It loops around to the right and circles back.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a Hot Wheels track.
Got it. Should we do should we ask the goblins around the corner or ask for a perception check?
Are you asking him or are you asking them if you should ask him?
I know goblin friend. What's around the corner?
And right now, the only people that can answer anything that Skylar, Fabia, Zippy, or the goblin, they can all talk. The rest of you can't talk.
Yep.
All right. So, what was your question?
What's around the corner, my friend? Let's get you some band-aids.
Oh, well, I mean, a ways around the corner is Clark. He sucks, right? He's not nice. But very beautiful around the corner. It's called Twin Pools Cave. It's 2 pools. It's very beautiful.
Hello, my friend. What is Clark? Is he a troll or a goblin?
I told you he's a bugbear. He's a big bugbear. Clark is in charge. Clark, make sure you know that Clark is in charge.
Ooh, it sounds scary.
Bugbears aren't anybody's friend. Even other bugbears don't like bugbears. But he's big, so we do what Clark said.
Can you call? Can you call Clark out?
You want me to call Clark? I can call Clark. You want me to go get Clark?
Is that a bad idea, guys?
Well, the only person who can answer is Fabia.
Yeah, we
That's
can't
you.
say.
Oh yeah, I'm Fabio.
Yeah, so like the only person you can get counsel from right now is you. And you know what I will allow, because Fabia is actually not here. If someone would like to be the voice of Fabia for Steven, I will allow one of you to volunteer for that. Whoever wants to be that person. Because he is playing someone else's character. That's kind of unfair to have him by himself make a decision like this.
Whoever wants to be the voice, I'm like, it's better to fight the bear out of the cave than in the cave, right? At least we get the initiative and we can like attack.
I'll be Alicia. I think the only downside is that we're spread out, and most of us are not close.
Clark will kill you guys.
What if we tuck in? Oh, you can only go up, right?
So what are you asking? You can go up. You can go up those stairs, and before you have to go up those stairs to see what's ahead of you.
Yeah. Can we get in the water there, or is that a bad idea?
Well, I won't tell you if it's a bad idea or not, but you can get in the water. Yes.
What do you think, guys? Get in the water or try to like?
Well, you can ask Cliff. Like Cliff's the only one who can answer you.
What do you think, Cliff?
The rest of the party has to sit by and sort of like freak out.
What are they doing up there? It's taking so long.
Should we get in the water?
Yeah, you guys are. If you guys want to, in the back there, decide what you want to do while you wait. Go ahead and do that as well.
Yeah, I think it makes. This is me as Cliff, not Cliff as Alicia. I think it makes sense for everybody in the back to clump up and get closer to the front. Okay.
Even with
I don't
their
think just so if shit pops off, we're not all spread out.
I like it. Okay, do that. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get in the water around the corner because right now we're all clustered up. And this way, at least, if we're in the water, then you guys can come in too.
Yeah.
All right, so
See if you can peek around.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the goblin. I'll say goblin move forward and don't say anything yet. And then we're gonna get in the water so we can pop off some arrows in case when he comes around the corner.
How far do you want me to move forward?
Oh, just like 5 feet.
Okay, do you want me to sneak?
Neat, for sure.
Okay.
All right, so he needs to roll some dice here to see if he succeeds in his stealth. So he does not. So he moves his 5 feet.
Oh.
And he stubs it. So he's like, ow, 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 ow. So what you hear is honestly, where is it? Hold on.
Oh, sound effect.
Ow!
All right.
Sorry, I can only do echo or the goblin, so you got an echo. He just looks back like, oh my gosh, I know I messed up. And you hear silence. So you don't. It doesn't seem to have mattered.
We're gonna get in the water quietly and then start coming around the corner.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. So Zippy can move easily because Zippy's flying, so he's not going to run into stuff, right? So move Zippy to where you want him. You can move half of your distance. keep in mind you can move half your distance if you're in stealth. So he can go flying. He can go 20 feet. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So Zippy's good. I don't know who just did that 35, but no. Okay. Who wants to move next? Skylar or Fabia?
But Zippy can't see. Skylar's gonna go next.
So Zippy can see, and Zippy can communicate with Fabia.
Yeah, what Zippy sees.
Well, you got to ask me that. So you're asking. So you know, Fabia gets some fuzzy images. It looks like the indeed the goblin was telling the truth. Off in the distance, you see the water leads into something that looks like at least one pool, but he called it twin pool, so you wager there's another pool. And then also your path he sees sort of twists around to the right and goes up some stairs that looks like it's sort of parallel to the pool. So maybe it sort of goes up to where the pool rises. Right, and you've also, you also can notice like these. You're going upstairs, right, and there's water to your left. So that water is all running downstream. So it's running out of the cave past you. Right, so you're climbing, and the water is falling down. So this river is running at a pretty good click. It's not super deep, but it's running at a super good click to your left, under that bridge.
So we're gonna move forward. Stealth.
All right, so go ahead and do your stealth move, and then I'll have you roll it. So move where you want. You can go half your distance. Skylar does not get 20, does he?
15.
Yeah, he would get 15.
All right, you.
All right, and roll your stealth.
Sorry, I'm just gonna cheat.
Again, don't forget you're stealthy with armor. So clang clang clang. I gotta roll a dice real quick.
It's so weird.
All right, so you succeeded. You got lucky. Your stealth didn't result in anything too critical. All right, now move Fabia.
And how far she go?
Half of her distance.
15.
So she can move 35, so you can go 20. You round up. So she's moving in front of the goblin. Daring, aren't they? I don't know. You only moved the goblin 5 feet. All right, so she moves, and you now should be able to see a little bit more, right? You can sort of verify what you saw from Little Zippy. But I need you to roll your stealth for Fabia. Uh-oh, 11. So, okay, hold on one second. Let me see if that is what I think it is. All right, so give me one momento. So you hear, she wasn't super loud, but she wasn't super quiet. And you hear some sort of goblins up those stairs just past the pools. The good news is the pools are a bit of a ruckus, right? There's a little series of waterfalls that lead under that bridge, so it's masking your sound a little bit, so you're kind of okay. But you definitely hear a couple of goblins. And then let me go ahead and approve all of those moves that are happening behind me. Sorry.
It's safe up here, folks.
Yeah, so I think I think Fabia's can sort of whisper back that it's safe for you guys to move forward. And if that's what you guys want to do, I can regroup you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right, because your cover's somewhat blown. Like the goblins have heard something. No one's shown up to investigate yet. They might just be sort of hanging tight. All right, so that's where you guys are. Is that everybody? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Cyrus.
Go.
There you go.
Can little Zippy fly up a little bit more and look?
What's that?
Can little Zippy fly up a little bit more?
He can. So go ahead and move him where you want to move him, but just be aware that if he becomes within sort of striking distance of a goblin and they see him, they may call out.
What do you think? Is it worth taking a peek, or we gotta go forward, right? Should I fly out?
Maybe a little bit, but not too much. I feel like.
How about there? Good.
I think he sticks to the wall. It should be okay.
All right, so you're doing a 30-foot move, which is not stealth, but he is flying, so he's pretty quiet. So there's some fluttering, but they can't hear that in the with all of the other stuff going on.
See no goblins still.
I wonder if we can get the goblins to help us kill the bugbear if they don't like him.
So the only place to remember goblins is behind. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's nothing in the pool at all. And then the only part I can't see is like just up the stairs.
Can anybody who? I mean, is there any way to roll perception from like? I don't know. Because you say Lil can't roll perception, right?
You're saying what?
Lil Zippy cannot roll for can't roll perception.
He can roll a perception check, but the only one who will know what he sees is Favia.
Good enough for me.
And then can't Favia then tell us?
All right, so have Lil Zippy roll a yeah.
He's plus 22.
Nice. All right, so little Zippy, he doesn't speak in words. He speaks in vague images. And he sees two things. He sees just beyond the stairs to your right, a goblin. So let me turn him on. And then he sees just, where the water comes across some rocks from these twin pools, he sees another goblin. Someone that we'll call Pleasantly Podgy. So I need you guys to roll initiative.
Why? We're sneaking.
Well, I mean, it's just for in case something goes down.
All of us?
Yeah.
Should we how long is battle going to take? Should we pause here and pick it up next time?
Yeah, it is 11.
It is your call.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seems like there's a good starting point.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so basically, here's sort of where we're leaving off, right? So you guys are sort of clustered on a ledge, right? At the what looks like some stairs that go up to sort of a flat area that leads to the twin pools, right? The twin pools are what feed that waterfall, and sort of there seems to be some precarious rocks that separate the two pools, and then some precarious rocks that separate the waterfall or the river itself. Favia's little Zippy is in a pretty advantageous position to sort of see what's happening and is sort of naturally stealthy. And there's at least two goblins in when the room opens up. So if you were to just rush the room, there's at least two goblins there. Now, these goblins haven't posed much of a threat to you because you are level 3s fighting some level 1 goblins, but just so you know, it is what it is. And that is sort of where we are.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mental note. Thomas said those rocks are precariously there, so like if we remove them, there'll be a flood of water coming out. That might be a fantastic for us.
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess as a parting gift to you, your goblin buddy says,
And of course, if you anger the goblins, they can release the water on you.
Oh yeah, we might be sitting in a literal trap right now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the DM is somewhat disappointed that you dispatched the goblin that potentially was going to drown you all, but you know, it is what it is. Cool, guys. So this is, honestly, this is one of my favorite things. I really look forward to this.